Hey guys, welcome to my channel Get Strong with Raj. No nonsense strength training. Lats for bench press? Doesn't make any sense for the title, does it? Yes, it does not. But before we get there, I want to first address the powerlifter people. They are quite a technician when it comes to bench pressing really heavy weight. And nobody is doing that movement as efficiently as they do. I know some of you will definitely disagree, especially from Olympic weightlifting people, that they cheat and they have really wide arms, wide grip, and they have this big, huge bridge-looking arch in somewhat like an acrobatic fashion. Well, they are doing whatever that they are within the rules of the sport that governs the movement, and they are not cheating. They're doing their best. If you want to talk about cheating, you should go and see what soccer players do. They deserve an Oscar every time they fake an injury to get a penalty, which is well within the rules, it seems. So I want to make it clear that this channel is not about being a powerlifter or Olympic weightlifter or a bodybuilder. I appreciate all of those athletes. In their own way, they are amazing. But let's go back to the bench press. So yeah, powerlifters are quite a technician when it comes to doing heavy bench presses. I have learned a few things by watching the videos and reading some books. My bench press is not typical like that of a powerlifter, but one of the things that I do implement that has really helped me with my bench press is using my lats. And that's when most people would say, lats? But bench press is for chest and shoulders. Yes, it is. Your shoulders and elbows are the prime movers. But as I said earlier, powerlifters are quite a technician. So are Olympic lifters as well. They practice the movement in a very efficient manner. And efficiency means to use as many muscle groups as possible. Whereas a regular gym goer will just go and pump out some reps of bench press solely using the prime mover mentioned earlier, shoulders and elbows, and get a big chest pump, brah. And that is fine. For those who are not inclined to find out more, it is fine. But I like to know more about movement and how it can be made efficient as well as economical too. Like how to make sure that you get the most bang out of your buck. As you can see, I'm not taking a super wide grip. I like to go for a little longer range of motion and lock out fully at the top. Most gym bros type of bench press would be not locking out the elbow and not having a touch on the chest. The bar in this fashion touches on the very low of my pecs, nearly my top of my abs. So yes, how do we use the lat? What you do is you do a few things, and I will just perhaps share with you one of them. Stand up with a barbell in your hand, with the barbell at the level of your thighs, just like a lockout position of your deadlift, and press it really hard into your thighs and hold it for a few seconds. Then you will feel an activation of your lats. Or what you can also do is put your palm of, let's say, your right hand into the left armpit and push the armpit and try to squeeze your palm. You will feel the lat activation. Not the kind of lat activation you see in bodybuilding with lat spread, the pose that is used in bodybuilding. Not that kind. Not the kind where you walk like you have two watermelons under your armpits. No. So when you do that, you have an extra muscle which is helping you, if not move, then stabilize your back and hence complete the power transmission. Something that I'll talk about later in some of the video. What is power transmission or power transfer? Very, very important. So that way your lats are activated, and now you're using a muscle that most of you maybe never have thought of using. What I would do for almost anyone is that practice a lot with that, because it takes a little while, and just mix and match as well, not just stick to one style of bench pressing. Have your close grip, a wider grip, don't be like me, and try different few things and find out for yourself what is the most efficient way for you. But it's good to have this knowledge in your arsenal. One other way of making it more sort of easier to access your lats would be, when you are moving the bar downwards, squeeze your scapulas together. Squeeze them hard and keep your elbows closer to your body. Now, these two things or three things that I mentioned are more to do with powerlifting style of bench press, which is also the way of technician. Not worrying about how much pump you're getting or how big your chest is going to get. You are going to be able to lift heavier weights safer and efficiently. And as you lift heavier weights, you are going to get strong and are going to result into hypertrophy. So yes, have a go at it. Make sure you do enough warm-ups, try a few different things. There are other cues which are also helpful, but maybe it's better I don't go into those things. Simply use your lats and away you go. All right, next one, dumbbell pullovers, the forgotten chest exercise. It is my favorite one, and it has always remained, and I hardly ever see anyone doing this exercise ever. Cross bench dumbbell pullovers, not the one where you're lying on the bench like you would lie for, let's say, dumbbell flies, and no. You are on your feet. The feet are wide like a squat position. You drop your hips. Your neck is wedged onto the edge of the bench, and you grab a nice heavy dumbbell. In this gym, I could not find anything heavier than 22.5, and that's almost nothing. And I have done 40 kgs, 45 kgs all by myself. It can get a bit tricky to get into position. Arnold himself said somewhere, please don't quote me on that, I'm pretty sure he has mentioned in some article, that it helped him expand his rib cage. Now that's a very different kind of adaptation you're looking for. It is not about having big chest muscle. It actually expands your rib cage. It makes you broad, which is quite an interesting way of describing things. I have been doing this exercise for a while on and off, because I don't do bodybuilding type exercises, but maybe this time I'll keep going for at least a year and see what happens. But I'm not doing it just for that. I'm doing it as a finisher to my chest day, and I also like the fact that it is quite compound in nature. Again, the efficiency of the movement, because my shoulders and elbows both are involved, I can move relatively heavy weight. Also, it gives your chest a stretch in a vertical plane. In bench press, in dumbbell flies, in all other presses, you are squeezing in a horizontal plane together. But in this case, as you can see with my singlet stretching, this kind of a stretch is different, and I think it is important that it is elevated from the base of your pectorals. It is also great movement for your shoulders, and at the top, if you lock out, it's good for your triceps. So that is the efficiency of movement I was talking about. It'll be much better for me to do this rather than just do a dumbbell fly, which is very light. And once again, dumbbell flies are for a specific purpose, and it's only good for bodybuilders or the gym bros, which I'm not. So yeah, my big two reason for choosing is that it is a forgotten classic exercise, plus it is a compound movement and can be done with heavier and heavier weights. And also it has something to say about torso stability. You maintaining a bridge position, as you can see. So very fully involved. You can lay down for a flies and just worry about squeezing your chest, and nothing else is happening in the rest of the body. And I try not to do things where I'm fully laying on a bench. like you have to for bench press, but those are the exceptions. So I hope this sort of video helped you, and I would like to know if some of you have done this or would like to do it. Just give some comments. If you know anything more about lat pull down or any tricks that are there for bench press in the comments, it'll be wonderful. This was my second workout after I had done my yoke challenge, and I'm feeling it now. I am going to take a break tomorrow, and I'm now starting my volume training now. So this is volume for me. This is nothing for lots of people. 5 sets of 10 bench press, 5 sets of 10 dumbbell pullover, and some chin-ups, just some chin-ups. I'm starting back onto chin-ups. They are back in my program. Maybe I'll do some bicep curls as well, but I just like chin-ups, and I haven't been doing it for a while. I struggled to get 4 or 5, I think, this time. So it'll be interesting to see. My yoke challenge has finished now, and now I'm ready to hit this block, so to speak, I can say, for about at least 6 months, where I'll do higher reps. I'll work up to higher reps, more sets of 5 in squats. Bench press will go up to sets of 10, 12 maybe. I'm focusing more on my upper body strength and hypertrophy upper body, so there'll be more shoulder presses. So there'll be more videos on that. I'll bring out more lifting videos in future. In the meanwhile, guys, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.